DLC 3 was just announced at PAX East. We got a reveal trailer alongside a Steam page detailing all of the content that will be included in the DLC. Apparently, this DLC is called The Alloyed Collective, and the theme is robots. In this DLC, we get 6 new stages, 2 new survivors, 7 new drones, 7 new enemies, and 15 new items, as well as a new teleporter boss and a new final boss. Now, before I go any further, I need to say, I've actually already played this. A few weeks ago, Gearbox flew a bunch of people out to their headquarters in Frisco, Texas. This is kind of an extension of the work that was being done with the Seekers roadmap updates. If you guys didn't know, I was a part of a group that tested these Seekers roadmap updates a bit early, and I was able to give my feedback directly to the devs before they came out. For DLC 3, they had us test it in person due to the sensitive nature of it. Now, obviously, I am under a non-disclosure agreement, and I can't say too much, unless I want to get sued by Take-Two, which honestly might be some good content. That was a joke. Please do not sue me. While I can't talk about the specifics, I can talk about my reaction going in. And I'll be honest, I went in with pretty low expectations. I was expecting Seekers of the Storm again, basically, especially since we were playing it early and it was still being worked on. I got to play for about 7 hours and was very impressed with the quality of this expansion. It honestly may be my favorite DLC, although that's hard to say because I didn't play it for very long. I do know, though, that everyone I talked to was impressed by this, and I didn't talk to a single person that was disappointed. Now, one concern I did have going in was Gearbox's intentions with all this. In the back of my head, I was thinking, this a PR move? Is Gearbox flying me out so I won't be as critical of the expansion once it comes out? Which I think you guys would agree is a fair concern. But once I actually got in there to test, that concern went away. Seeing firsthand how much the devs are actually listening to feedback and how much they do care about the game was incredibly reassuring to me. They genuinely do care about making the best game possible. Now, is there an element of PR involved? Maybe. But I do not think that was their primary intention, flying us out. When we were playing, they encouraged us to be very critical of the game, and I think this content is going to speak for itself. If I didn't think it was actually good, I wouldn't sit here and lie to you and tell you something that isn't true. I've been very critical of Gearbox in the past, and even though I've been very impressed by their efforts recently, that's not going to stop me from criticizing them going forward. I want to end this video by talking about my plans for this channel going forward, because the last few months have been a bit of a turning point for me. The last 8 months, basically since Seekers came out, I fell out of love with Risk of Rain 2. Prior to this DLC, I was making a lot more content and playing the game a lot more, even when I wasn't making content. To be honest, up until DLC 2, this channel has just been kind of monetizing my obsession and addiction with the game. But when Seekers came out, my relationship with the game changed. Videos started to feel more like an obligation and less like something I wanted to do. Even after the rework started coming out, I didn't have a lot of faith in the game's future. I basically only played when I had to, and I would play multiplayer as much as possible just because I didn't enjoy the solo experience. And I think my content over the last few months has really suffered because of it. I'm not proud of most of the content I've put out this year. I've been doing primarily stream highlights, which are easy to make and often very safe. But in the wider scope of the community, I think there's already a bit of oversaturation in that market. And that's not me dissing anyone that makes stream highlights either. Some of my closest friends do. But I think what my channel does best is the high quality scripted content, and that's going to be my primary focus going forward. I've also put my sponsorships on pause for a few months while I figure all this out. And I will also be throwing in some Slay the Spire content just to see how it goes. This is the game I've been playing instead of Risk of Rain 2 in my free time the last, 4 months. I was actually considering quitting Risk of Rain 2 and going into Slay the Spire full time. But after playing DLC 3 and this last update that came out this week, my faith in the game has been restored. For the first time in 8 months, I feel like I'm actually enjoying the game again, and I'm genuinely excited for the future of Risk of Rain 2. So I'm not going to be going anywhere, but we will be diversifying a little bit. I appreciate all of you guys that have stuck with the channel through this kind of rough period. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for some exciting stuff coming.